Joining us now, Adrian. Nate, where are you right now?
I am currently in a dorm room, stuck on some twin-size bed with my good buddy Matt Grievers.
Is the gold medal under the pillow? Where is the gold medal?
No, sir. It's actually right here on my nightstand. I slept pretty close to it last night, though.
We got to give us a tap on the phone. Can you tap it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, here you go. Check it out.
That sounds like hammer and nail. That is gold. That is a real gold medal. What's your first thought when you touched the wall at the end of that race? What did you think you had finished?
You know, I didn't know. I knew that James was coming on strong, and I knew that I had to keep my head down, so I couldn't look too much to kind of judge whether or not I beat him. So the first thought went through my head was check that scoreboard, and I did, and I saw one next to my name. I started celebrating, but a little bit of it's just too good to be true kind of went through my head. And I was like, oh crap, am I sure I won? Let me recheck this again. So I rechecked, and I was like, oh, thank goodness, all that celebrating wasn't for nothing.
We all love a good double take. I think you did a quintuple take. How many times did you have to look up at that board before you finally accepted, hey, you know what? This isn't a typo. I did win this.
Oh yeah, I almost had to put I would have put up a ruler up next to my name just to make sure that the line was fully across next to that one, and it lined up with my name properly.
How tempting is it to you? And we're talking to Nate Adrian, who won gold yesterday in the 100-meter freestyle by 0.01 seconds. How tempting is it to look and see where the other swimmers are when you're in the pool?
Oh man, that's one of the hardest things to get over. Moving through your swimming career. I mean, it's really easy to want to look over there, see what you're doing, how you're doing relative to everybody else, and I think that's what having a little bit of experience where that really pays off. And I'm thankful that I've been to some big meets before, and I was able to go through an Olympic experience once before this. And
what happens after you get that gold medal around your neck? You hear the national anthem. How do you celebrate? Did you walk around last night in London with the medal around your neck?
Well, no. Last night was a little bit about recovery. Actually, Matt and I were just talking today. I think it's pretty special. We have a medley relay here coming up, and I get to say I'm going to be on Michael Phelps' last race of his Olympic career, and I take that very seriously. And I want to go out with a bang on that one.
Does that add to the pressure that you feel because it's going to be Michael Phelps' last race?
Oh, absolutely. But that's the fun as well. I mean, there's nothing like walking up behind the blocks with the best Olympian of all time and taking a little bit of confidence in that.
Talking to Nate Adrian, who won gold for the United States on Wednesday in the men's 100-meter freestyle. How serious do you get before a race? Do you go into a different persona? Do you not want to talk to anybody? How do you deal with that?
Yeah, these international competitions, they get pretty intense. So we have a protocol where you have to check into a ready room about 20 minutes before, and they show that up on the screens on TV, and it gets really intense in these short sprints. It's testosterone driven. It's just a bunch of big guys who are ultra competitive, trying to get their hand on the wall first. So in that ready room, I don't necessarily like to partake in the macho-ness that can happen. So I kind of try to separate myself a little bit, give myself some space, and really just kind of relax and enjoy my time, that I get to spend competing at the Olympics. Have you seen anything go down, any testiness, any pushing and shoving or trash talk before a race? No, we're pretty fortunate. We're a group of classy guys. I mean, that doesn't mean that there's not tension in the ready room. I think there really should be to elicit great performances. But no, there's nothing crazy going on back there. If it ever did go down, hypothetically, which of the American swimmers would be the guy that you want to put out there to carry the flag? Lochte? I think I saw Lochte flipping those 600-pound tires. I think Lochte'd be the guy I'd put out there. I'm sure Ryan'd be good, but I can't put it past my 6'8" roommate Matt Grievers right here. I mean, both of us are our training weights. I'm about 230, he's about 245 when we're pretty heavy. So I think we could throw some good weight around. Are the beds long enough there for you guys to sleep on? No, definitely not.
So is it the feet hanging off one end or the head hanging off the other end or both?
No, there's a little bit of a headboard, so I kind of curl up. I'm sleeping in a fetal position. I'm used to sleeping on a big old, California king-size bed at home, so I don't get to roll around as much as I normally do. But, you'll make do.
Wrapping up with gold medal winner Nate Adrian on the Dan Patrick Show. One thing we've noticed this week, the swimmers splashing water on themselves pre-race. Why do swimmers do that?
That's just kind of to get the textile feel of the water before that initial shock of jumping in. It's just nice. I actually breathe on my hands a little bit and just use that moisture instead of getting water from the pool on me. I think it's just kind of a comfort thing. You've been wet and you understand what it feels like to move through the water while you're wet, and that just gets you back in that mindset.
What are your expectations later today when Michael Phelps and Ryan Lochte square off in the 200 individual medley?
One of the best races in Olympic history.
Who do you think wins?
It's incredibly tough to bet against either of those guys, and both of them are swimming great. Honestly, if I was to honestly make a bet on this, I would flip a coin and just go with whoever I put on whatever side.
Well, congratulations, Nate, on picking up gold in the 100-meter freestyle. Good luck the rest of the way, and congratulations again.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Nate Adrian, gold medal winner in the 100-meter freestyle, winning by 0.01 seconds. He had to look at the scoreboard multiple times. He needed a ruler. He needed a straight edge. He needed something to be sure that it was his name at the top of the stack. And that's the thing. It's the equivalent of the 100-meter sprint. It's the Usain Bolt event of swimming.